Hey, welcome back to another video. So many of you asked me how to become a pro, but today and right now we are going to watch how to become pro. Also, you can like and subscribe.
Houston, we have a problem.
Wale! Nice to meet you! How to become a pro BMX rider. We all dream of getting paid for doing what we love. We could become a professional in almost any sport, and BMX is not the exception. In order to become a pro BMX rider, you need to have very good riders and personal skills and learn how to monetize your talent. Once you feel ready, you can start competing and promoting yourself. The better you are, the better your prize money will be, and the more chance to attract a sponsors you will have. It might sound simple, however, that doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, it isn't. Why? Well, first of all, because being a great rider is hard. So that will be the conventional path for a rider into professionalism. However, as we will see, there are some other ways in which you can make a living from riding your BMX bike. In order for us to be on the same page, we should start off by defining what being a pro means. Without going for a dictionary, let's say that a professional is somebody who gets paid for doing a particular task. Usually, that person will need to spend a certain amount of time developing the skills or acquire the knowledge that will allow them to be worth the money that they have been receiving. According to what we have just defined, a pro BMX rider will simply be a rider that receives money for what he does, which is riding. There's not a particular predetermined pathway that riders need to follow to attain their dreams. However, there are some basic requirements. Improve your riding skills. As obvious as it may seem, you must be good at riding in order to make money from it. So go out and ride. Spend hours on your bike improving your skills. Challenge yourself and commit yourself to those tricks you only imagine you could do, or to become a faster rider every day. You need to progress by taking your riding to a new level all the times, as if you unlocked a new level on a game. Start competing, promoting yourself, enter competition, and go for the prize money. At the same time, if your performance is good, you will attract the eyes of your colleagues and sponsors. Enter as many contests as possible. Try, fall, and try it again. Competition will provide you with experience and a higher standards to compete against beside yourself. Sometimes it will take much more than doing your best to win. In the long run, those frustrations are what will make you improve your performance and eventually beat the pros. And along with your good result, the prize money and the sponsors will appear. However, the big sponsors are the hardest to reach. There's a great discussion about when the sponsors should sign their riders. Typically, big sponsors pick their riders only when they reach a certain stature or name within the discipline. Maybe there should be better work in detecting talents and start supporting the growing riders much earlier and serve as a pro nesting. At the same time, as you travel around entering contests, you might want to start filming your progression. Film a lot. Grab your best shot and upload them. Produce as much quality content as you can and give as much visibility as you can. This means, of course, social media. If you don't project yourself entering a lot of competition, or don't like entering contests and prefer your street, this may be your best shot. It actually doesn't matter if you compete or not. What really matters is being a great rider. If you are awesome, you will have your public and you will have your sponsors. Platforms like YouTube and Instagrams, to name the most popular, are followed by an immense number of people. Their reach is incredible. It may sound crazy, but I believe that for many sponsors nowadays it could be preferable to have a brand appearing in YouTube's videos than a regular UCI calendar competition. Obviously, in order to be successful in digital platform, you must have more than a handful of subscribers and followers. Now, how to get BMX sponsors. If you want to get BMX sponsors, you must make an impact as a person. You must learn to socialize and communicate and interact with people and nice. They need to see that you're a good influence. Companies don't sign riders until they meet them personally and make sure that having you endorsing the product will be 100% beneficial. When you talk about getting anything in life, sometimes it's a matter of being at the right place at the right time. And what would be a better place than the actual venue of competition? There are many stories out there of riders that got to know pros while competing. They became friends, ended up joining their teams, and eventually meeting their sponsors too. That's how you get to know people in the industry. It works like a chain. One link hooks the next one. There's one thing that you must have in order to aspire to get sponsored, no matter if it's small or big brand, and that is being a good person. Imagine that you have a brand and see a good riders out there and think of the possibility of offering a contract. What would you expect from him or her? Not only you need a brand to have visibility in order to translate that into sales, but you also need your riders to represent your brands according to certain values. You must be as happening with your riding as with your personality. Other than that, you will be only a great rider. Now, the best BMX sponsors. The most popular industries sponsoring BMX are clothing. It needs Vans, Nike, energy drinks like Monster and Red Bulls, and bikes parts and bikes like Cult, With the People, Odyssey, but also helmet and protection such as Shadows, Fuse, Protect or G-Form, and so on.